In the vastness of existence, where galaxies themselves are but dust motes suspended in the boundless expanse of the universe, humans cling to an illusion of self-importance. We strut and fret our brief hours upon the stage, on earth intoxicated by our mortality, but burdened by the need to leave behind some legacy, as if our fleeting actions will echo through eternity. But here is the crushing truth. Without this knowledge, you are not that important. But is life then useless? Yes, unless we do something radically different from the norm. Without this knowledge, you are but nothing, not important.
Ladies and gentlemen from around the world, welcome to Married for the Family Network on Kamitic Hebrew Ethic YouTube channel, where you receive the best thoroughly researched information on Afro salvation knowledge and spirituality, insightful and dedicated nuggets of wisdom for the complete emancipation physically, materially and spiritually of all melanin dominant human beings, all others across the globe. Explore our playlist for even more powerful and insightful content. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to join our growing community. This presentation is proudly brought to you by our Hammer Nature Topi Kuni Keni Jakanja teacher Rabbi Elem Dumizulu. Together we celebrate our righteous deed and not just word. Wherever you are, let us warmly welcome you. Ozani, Karibu, Mwaya, Ndewonu, Wami Pelekile, Amojela, Ekabo, Njoekami, Emedio. Enjoy this transformative experience.
There are 4 indisputable facts that humans must understand and that we need to suggest so that we can be able to know that we are not a very, very powerful or most important species in the cosmos. If we do not know something more than what is currently available, we are nothing. These are our beliefs, our thoughts, our control, and our actions. Unless we aggressively do something with this fleeting life, it's not that it should be religious, spiritual, scientific, or any form of character or any cultivation, but there's something in this expansive universe that we need action on. Let's look at control. Most of all what we know is we think we dominate nature, we think we control everything, we believe we can master everything. Science is pushing out the boundaries through artificial intelligence and technology. But nature will humble us, and nature has humbled species from time immemorial. Specifically, the fact that in 200 years' time, nobody who is listening or viewing this video will be alive, will all be dead. Number 2, belief. There's something that we are the peak of creation and something that we are the peak of evolution, despite the evidence that our species faces death, and there are vast unknowns today. And the other one is about our thoughts. We think we are the greatest consciousness and that we are unique, and that as human beings we are better than any animal, and that our cognition is greater than anything else. But reality is that we are nothing. Our actions, when we act and behave as if the earth is a central center of the universe or the cosmos, in reality we occupy a very insignificant part of reality, that which has been measured thus far. Imagine the entire universe is an expanse so vast that even our minds falter at grasping it. The Milky Way is a collection of over 100 billion stars. It's nothing more than a little grain of sand in the cosmic desert, stretching across incomprehensible distances. Even with that ability to zoom out further into the depths of the time of the space that we can be able to capture, we encounter not just galaxies, but clusters of galaxies, superclusters, filaments and voids stretching out in endless directions. And still, all of this infinite expanse of stars, planets, and swirling cosmic matter is but a fraction of an insignificant fraction indeed of what could be. If the concept of the multiverse holds any merit, then we may think of our own universe as merely a little ripple in an endless sea of universes, each with its own physics, dimensions, and possibly intelligences that would render our existence less significant than dust in the wind. When you reduce all this to the scale of human beings, a creature whose life, when juxtaposed with the lifespan of stars, is a blink of an eye, less than a flicker in time, our entire recorded history, all the wars, the love, the stories that we have created, the technologies, the advancements, compressed, all that can be compressed into a flash of cosmic static, nothing in space. We are bound to a fragile blue dot orbiting an average small star in the galaxy, a system of orbits so insignificant that even the destruction of our solar system would merely create a ripple in the cosmic ocean. Yes, we are not that important because of the fragility of existence. That's all we are. We puff ourselves up with power, with wealth, and chase the ephemeral highs of life, of fame, imagining that our names and our deeds will somehow matter to the universe. But in a historical perspective, even the most towering figures are reduced to footnotes, to graveyards, to signs that have been lost, that will be graded over and buildings put on top. Think about this. 200 years ago, those who had good names, those who were high president, leaders, scientists, discoveries, celebrities, those that fought in many wars, they are all gone, swallowed by the indifference, oblivion. Not even the kindness or ambitions of their lives spared them from the eternal nothingness. And you too will be forgotten unless you do something extraordinary, different. This isn't a new realization indeed. Ancient African sages understood this fleeting nature of life and recorded their wisdom in timeless teachings. The sage Tao Tep once wrote, "A man endures after he dies, and his deeds are set down in writing." Notice, even what he says is not that what endures is wealth, is power or fame that endures. It is deeds, actions rooted in wisdom, kindness, and humility that may perhaps endure on earth within other human beings. Humanity prides itself on its achievements, yet in the grander scheme, what is a skyscraper or a quantum computer compared to a supernova or a black hole devouring a galaxy? We construct civilizations, but the universe will continue with its cold, indifferent expansion long after we have disappeared. When our sun burns out and vanishes in about 5 billion years from now, it won't be a tragedy in the cosmos. It will be a meaningless a thing that has happened. It will be like a leaf that has fallen in the wilderness from a tree in an endless forest of existence. Therefore, it is critical and important that in this ocean of existence, with our smugness as creatures thinking that we are great, we must remember great kingdoms like Atlantis that our ancestors built, now just ruins. Our concerns for fame, for politics, for money, our concerns for what is significant today is just noise. Within us, not even in the universe. We pretend to matter. We draw borders on a map of a tiny little planet and declare dominion, yet in reality, we are more meaningful than ants scurrying across a sidewalk to be crushed by elephant walking around. Is this existence, this consciousness, useless? In its present state, yes. If we live and die merely within the confines of our primitive short-sightedness and our current experiences, our lives are utterly trivial. Consciousness is a cosmic joke unless it is expanded, unless we transcend the limits of time, space, and individuality. Our consciousness serves no higher purpose. However, there is potential. The only way our consciousness gains value is if it evolves, is if it is developed, is if it is pushed, is if it is encouraged to go forward. If we become aware of not just ourselves, not just our planet, or even our galaxy, or even this existence, or even this universe, or even the multi-universes, the pathway forward that remains for us would go over this minuscule fragment of time and space. And by cultivating an understanding of the entire cosmos and going beyond the multiverse itself, we become aware of all, and then we can be able to merge our consciousness with the flow of time and the fabric of the universe, then zoom past all that is and go all the way beyond to escape the trap of insignificance. But if we do not seek this expansion, if we remain satisfied with our fleeting comforts, our tiny lives, and our narrow visions, then yes, this life is pointless. The universe will move on without us. The cosmos will never think about us. It will expand, collide, die, and be reborn. Without us, our consciousness gone. Whether we are here or not, the stars will burn, the galaxies will swell and vanish. We are not important. Not yet. But if we cultivate our minds and grow this little consciousness beyond its current limits, perhaps, just perhaps, our awareness could become the ignition of something that matters in the scope of eternity. The instructions of Omenemepe teaches us that man is clay and straw. The God is his builder. He prospers and impoverishes as he wills. Therefore, since we are not in control, since we were never in control, our power, however significant, it seems in this moment is illusory. We are but clay, shaped and reshaped by forces far beyond our understanding. So take life lightly, not carelessly, but lightly. Embrace humility. You are not that important. None of us are. Yet if we seek the will of them gods before our death and act on that will, we may make it. You must find how to grow your consciousness beyond our current narrow confines, which we have been pushed to and which we are being programmed by our religions, our spiritualities, our systems, money, wealth, fame, poverty, and other deceptive forces. Our ancestors warned us that there are deceptive forces on earth that gather our energies to try to build and boost their own energy, so perhaps they can push beyond eternity. These are hostile forces that teaches us things that are hostile to the nature of our soul. Find more information from the Hermetica. There is more to this on how you can reach into the infinite, to understand our place in it, and to cultivate a consciousness so vast, so interconnected, that we transcend this fleeting existence. If you are interested in these matters, reach out to us so we can share that which we know, which is true control, a correct perspective on creation, not evolution, the right actions that matters, and how to interact with the correct ancestors and the gods you must connect to. Your manager to LM says, get in touch with us on our email, john@marifado.com. You can visit our Instagram, marifado_US. Go to our website, www.marifado.org, to enroll into our Bantu universities to study Bantu Foundations, a course that will also guide you with your free will to understand how you can go past this fleeting existence into infinity and beyond. This is a critical message that you must understand. Have a great day. Keep in touch. Stay well. Stay cool. Ameni.